we've got 2 packages here. Let's get these open and then we'll go through the non-anime stuff. Huh. Well, it should do. One anime out. Got a concept and one more. Shrink this down just a little bit and go for the non-anime stuff first. There's a Captain America Civil War. I'm not sure when it came out, but I got the DVD and Blu-ray plus Blu-ray 3D versions. And in the other front, I decided for some reason to pick up this book. Well, technically it's a collection of novels. Golden Compass, Subtle Knife, and Amber Spyglass. The Golden Compass may be known overseas as Northern Lights. I've read the first 2 books a long time ago. Never finished it. Called enjoying it. Kind of felt like finishing it. And then we got 4 other things that arrived. So, let's start going through these piles. Begin with the Eden of Grisaia, which is, I guess it's the Eden of Grecia and the Labyrinth of Grecia, which is more Grisaia content. You may recall Grisaia from... Okay, this thing's just poking me instead of... Fine. We're going to get aggressive with it. With other tools. Yeah, I think the first season of this was the Fruits of Grisaia or something like that. Let's begin by looking in the back. I believe it was... No, that's right, it wasn't dubbed last time. So it's a Japanese with English subtitles, region A only. And before we delve into the disc art, let's open up the DVD version so we can compare like for like. Or unlike for unlike. Whichever. So here in the DVD version we have disc 1, disc 2, and disc 3. That says Labyrinth, Eden, and Eden. Whereas this one probably has one of each. Labyrinth and Eden. Labyrinth discs are the same. First discs of the Eden discs are the same. Or the only disc. Let's get this back in there for no reason. Just because I don't want to think about it. Next up we've got Chaika the Coffin Princess Season 2. DVD and Blu-ray versions, of course. There's Sentai, so it's going to be similar to the previous one in that the plastic's being stubborn. This one, though, this will probably be English dub because the first season was. Yes. Region A only. Oh. I hate it when there's still a little plastic left. And it's being stubborn and not coming out. Kind of don't want to leave this one that I've started here. I guess that'll have to do for now. Content-wise on the inside, got those 3. Here in the Blu-ray version. Disc 1 looks like the first discs and the second discs are the same, so this art is unique to the third. disc of the DVD, that is. And once again, for some reason I'm doing that. I don't know why. Here we have Seraph of the End. I'm pretty sure there's none others in here. Let me... Alright, just double checking really quick. This is the second season. Season 1, Part 2. Or this is the second half of the first season. I think I don't already have this. Does this mean I have the right thing? I think so. It's confusing because there's a DVD release, a DVD Blu-ray release I got before. I wonder if this is an invertible case or if it's intentionally black and white. Like the other one was black, this one's white. There's, I think, a version of the two of them together, which I think is more ultimate than what I've got, but content-wise, I don't think I get anything new by obtaining it. So I went ahead and went with the finishing off what I had. Okay. From the back, this one's regions A and B. It has an English dub. And I guess the thing I was commenting about now, I'm not going to dig it out. I know it would be cool, but this is Rainy Cocoa, I guess. Seasons 1 and 2. Looks like a Right Stuff. No? It's a Funimation release. It kind of has some of that look, that same look as stuff that, ouch, that Right Stuff tends to pick up and release under their Nozomi or their Lucky Penny titles. But no, this one's Funimation, which is interesting. I'm seeing Japanese stereo, which suggests to me no dub, which is what I would expect. Looks like a simple, straightforward release. Next up, we've got Maria the Virgin Witch. I'm not sure what to make of that. Let's see, that's region A. It's kind of hard to see the black on the red, but that is English dubbed. Ouch. Yeah, I've been, my thumbnail's a little... It's wishing that this wasn't such a big update release week. So we've got our two DVD versions, and the Blu-ray's loose. Both the Blu-ray discs were loose. Don't know what to make of this series. It's a strange name. Makes me think it could be, since it's got Virgin in the title, like maybe it's a little more fan service-y. But it's kind of hard to tell from here. It looks like it, but at the same time, given the other characters and the art style, I'm not sure. This one's regions A and B, English dubbed. Mikagura School Suite, the complete series. Is this complete? This one says the complete series. Okay. Mikagura School Suite. So looking at the back, regions A and B, English dubbed. Or did I already look at this? I'm losing track of what I've shown. It's only been a couple minutes. So it's interesting how well, the Blu-ray disc is also loose here, but the Blu-rays are blue in both this and Virgin Witch. And the loose discs were both Blu-rays in this. And I think that's okay, because Blu-ray's a little more tougher, I guess. I don't think that's the word I was actually looking for. Anyways, we've got Asterisk War. Technically, I haven't actually dug too much into the details of this. So that's the complete artwork on the front, the back. not really much else to it. I think I never ever see region information on this, but you can probably make out. Oh, it's got English and Spanish subtitles as well as English dub, and I know it's got an English dub because I did watch it, I guess. Oh no, that's kind of neat. Don't recognize that. Saw a bunch of character design, character art. It comes with postcards. It feels actually kind of thick. So it's probably like 3 or 4 as opposed to, well, sorry, 1 or 2. I don't know. On the bottom here we have the soundtrack. Infusion Mix number 1, so maybe it's not the soundtrack. I don't know. That could be the name of said soundtrack. I haven't actually listened to it, so I can't say for certain. And then we've got our 2 discs, which are straightforward enough. I don't see anything in that pink, so that looks good and straightforward. And then now we've got a Dou Kyu Sei Classmates, which is still in plastic because unlike Asterisk War, I actually didn't get this one out to watch it. I'm curious, but oh my god, there's just so much stuff to watch that even if this one's good, I probably have even better stuff I should have watched by now. I mean, I haven't even watched Initial D, and that's a car racing classic. This one, original Japanese language with English subtitles. I guess that makes sense, because I'm not sure if they would have expected this one to necessarily sell as well. The box feels thicker than Asterisk War. If you got a booklet like this, this seems to be a new thing that Aniplex is doing to justify taking away healthy bank balances, I guess. This one feels a little lighter than the other one, but I think the card dimensions are smaller. Yeah, standard Aniplex stuff. Now if only I could put it in the right place. Next up, get a Robo Armageddon, the complete series on Blu-ray. This is Discotheque re-releasing stuff. This time, taking advantage of us Blu-ray collectors who already have stuff on DVD but are also collecting stuff on Blu-ray. This probably means that I won't watch the old DVD version if I ever watch this series. Oh, I don't want to throw that away because I can feel that. And the texture of this is just interesting. It doesn't feel like your standard slipcover. Then again, it feels very similar to Maria the Virgin Witch. There we go. Inside, it looks like we just got 2 discs. Take a good look at that art. So you can see the region A, that says A. The audio says both Japanese and English, which wouldn't surprise me, because unlike a lot of other stuff that Eastern Star and Discotheque, a lot of stuff they pick up, this is a re-release of something that already exists, similar to the professional Golgo 13. He shoots, he scores, he'll blow you away. I wonder. I guess that tab thing isn't there. I wouldn't expect it because this is not a Sentai release. I'm not sure why Sentai does that, but Sentai does that. I mean, the tab's there. It's just that it's automatic. It defaults to not locking the thing. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's a bad thing. I don't know. You know, I don't know if I've watched this original Golgo 13 or this older Golgo 13. I've watched some of the newer series, if I didn't watch all of it. What did I watch? I don't know. This week's anime DVD collection update. So, my watching has been kind of slow this past week. I did watch the Asterisk War. Not entirely sure what to think about it. It's okay, I guess. I'm trying to think of anything good or bad that really stood out. The only thing bad that really came to mind is that fucking uncle. I mean, you know, I get frustrated about these characters, and this piece of shit is like, stay out of our family business, and I can't help but think that he should just have his fucking mouth crushed if he's going to say such stupid things, because he was making their family matters public. It's like, if you don't want people to be a part of it, you shouldn't shove it in their face. He's such a piece of shit. I don't know. Everybody else, they've been okay. She's interesting in her approach to being a kind of stereotypical, overreacting female lead of a lot of anime, but it's hard to say what to think about that. It plays it differently, but beyond that, I don't know. I guess something just feels a little off. Not in a bad way, but more like there's all these potential elements floating about, but it doesn't really feel like any of them are about to move or become interesting. Our main character, who isn't on this thing, instead you get, I guess, two of the important female leads, which is actually, I guess, what you'd expect. It's hard to think what to say about him. I mean, I guess more Grisaia came out, so it's kind of worth mentioning that he is supposed to be this supposedly capable character. He isn't your stereotypical pushover personality per se, but I almost wonder if maybe there's an element of convenience to just some of his moments, I guess. I don't know. The other thing is, maybe I'm just reaching some sort of temporary burnout stage. It's really hard to say for certain, especially since I did finish watching Toradora with my one friend, and it's it was pretty good to rewatch it. One thing that made it worthwhile was there was no VA on the Blu-ray release, which I'm not sure if that was on the DVD release. I never watched it before, according to both My Anime List and Anime Planet. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to dig up the old DVDs and Blu-rays to find out for certain, and I'm okay with not having to do that. The DVDs would be easy enough to watch. Maybe they were only DVD. They must have been DVD only. Unless, I don't know. Outside of that, I guess most of my time has been spent reading. So, I've been reading. I'm still at the Golden Compass part of this book. I've reached, I don't know, is it divided by book, and each book is divided by part, and each part by chapter, maybe? If that's the case, then I guess I'm in part 2 of the Golden Compass. I guess part of my intention here is I definitely really want to finish that part so that I can finally watch the movie. I've had the movie forever, I've just never watched it. I've heard that it's not that impressive rendition of the story, and I kind of want to reread the story. So far, it's still all stuff I just don't remember at all. It's like I only remember vague ideas of a couple things, and in like 2 parts. And I didn't even remember the flow, who went from here to there, or where, or why, or all that stuff. In fact, I'm wondering if I actually remember more from the subtle knife, but I don't know if I even know that very well or remember that very well. Maybe just enough to spoil somebody who's never read that stuff before, which would be why I'm not going to talk too much about it. But outside of that, I don't know. Maybe a bit of a zombie. I mean, I know I haven't finished watching Rene, and I guess there's no problem with that per se, so much as for some reason I'm not wanting to divide my attention as much. Maybe it's the reading of the book or something like that, even though I'm not going to try to watch something while I'm reading. Maybe I just feel like I want to try to do something like that anyways. I don't know. And obviously I've got a big pile of stuff here to get through, so things are weird, but okay, I guess. Anyways, I guess that's everything for this week. Y'all have a nice one.